This is a short video on how you can make a trail repair or just a front dry shaft for a Jeep CJ5 or 7 with the lift on it. Basically what you have is, this is the front dry shaft. I've cut it. And all you have to do is, when you measure the length of a new dry shaft, you measure from the center of your yoke that's on your transfer case. So you go right here where the flat surface is, but it's about half of where your U-joint's at, all the way to where your yoke is at. And mine measured from yoke to yoke 36. So I go all the way out to where I get 36. So I go all the way out, and mine ended up to be 36. So now I have to make sure that this dry shaft is 36. And the way to do it is you buy some D.O.M with 1.5. That's what I bought off of eBay. Some D.O.M tube. You can see the thickness of it. Could have gone with a little thicker. It's just a trail repair though. And then all you have to do is slide it over the shaft, measure it to where it's 36, cut it, and weld it. But remember, with the 36 inches that I need, that's from yoke to yoke, this will slide in and out. So you want to make sure that it's all welded together. You have 2 inches for in, and if that's 36, you got 2 inches of out travel. At least 2 inches is what you want. So 36 right there, and I end up with 2 inches of in and 2 inches of out travel. With the CJ, this is from CJ7, with the front dry shaft, if you push the dry shaft all the way in and then pull it all the way out, the slip, you get about 3 inches. So you get about 1.5 inches for each side. So I need to push this in where it's about right there. That will give me 1.5 inches of in travel and 1.5 inches of out travel. When I slide the pipe on here, the total measurement from where this will mount is 36 inches. Which, if you expand it all, then it would be about 37.5 of total length. Just a nice shot of the pipe that I'm using. It's the round D.O.M steel tubing, 1.5 by 0.095. That's the inner diameter. The outer is 1.5. And it slides right over the stock CJ. So now what I'm going to do is slide it over the dry shaft. I've already ground it off on the end. And right now it doesn't matter the position of the ears yet. I'm going to weld it up. What I've done is I've welded it up. I put a couple of little drill spots and fill in weld, so it can be welded to the pipe on the inside. And as you can see here, I'm measuring a total of 36 inches to right here, straight across from my U-joints. And since the pipe is going to slide over here, I'm going to cut the pipe right there, slide it over for a total length of 36 with an 1.5 inches to the left, which would be in, and an 1.5 inches to the right, that would be out. So 1.5 inches here and going out. Okay, what I have right now is 36 inches. You see where I slipped it on right here. Drilled a couple little holes in it just so I can also weld it here. So to total it 36 inches, slipped right over. Now when you do this, you have to measure from under here the best you can, because you can see how it moves. So that's how you're going to make sure you get it straight. And you want to make sure that you have the dry shaft in phase, the ear up and the ear up when you weld them. Now if you put it on a flat surface, sort of like this here, you can get it pretty close. If you have a tile floor, lay it on a flat, measure from here to here, and it should be the same height. It's where you might have to raise it up a little bit. Well, here's the end product. That it's all welded together. It's not real pretty, but it's good enough for a front dry shaft, because on the CJ7s you can unlock the hubs, so it's only turning when you're on the trail. So right where it is right now is 36 inches. Collapsed, it's about 34.5, and then it go all the way out to about 37.5, something like that. So it'll be riding right like that. So hopefully this will help some of you out building your own dry shafts. Thank you. Oldschool4x4.com.